you're welcome to our class today, and this is specifically for you if you are a beginner and perhaps you've had a hip replacement and you're looking for something to help strengthen your hips and something that you can actually do. So I know there's probably people out there that go, oh, there's better exercises to do, but for me this is a very accessible exercise for a lot of people. You could do it lying on your bed, lying on the floor, but also some of the other movements that I teach in some of the other videos, some people can't lie on their back and even lift their bum. So I like this one because it is a lot more accessible for people. So today I have got a loop band. Now you don't need one, I'm just going to do this because it's a bit of fun and I want to feel the band. But you don't have to have one. Actually, I won't use it, but you can use these. They do make the exercise a little harder. So we're going to be on the side. So I would start with the side that you've had a hip replacement or that you know there's something going on there. Have that as the top. Okay, so I'm just going to lie on my right hand side just because you're over there. You can be up on the shoulder. If you are going to be up on the shoulder, you really want to push the floor away. So you don't want to be sagging in the shoulders. It has benefits in this position. You're stretching off these muscles there and you're engaging these muscles there. So also completely fine. However, I like to be in this position with my head down. Okay, so everyone has an option. Just choose what feels the best one for your neck and your shoulder. So the top hip is going to be above the bottom hip and your knees are together and your feet together. So the first thing is we just want to make sure that we're not sagging. I'm going to try and exaggerate this. Like this hip bone is coming towards my head. The top hip bone wants to be stacked above the bottom hip bone. So you may or may not have a little bit of space there. But it should feel active, like you're not just lying there suntanning on the beach. You're active. Now what I want you to do is squeeze your feet together and you're going to feel your inner thighs engaging. Once you do that, you're going to take that top knee towards the ceiling, still keeping your feet active, and then bring it back down again. So just be aware that it's a flump going on. We want to engage everything. Now I like to have the top hand on this hip bone and have your fingers there because I really want you to feel like what are your hips doing. So we squeeze the feet. Allow the top knee to go up, and now does it feel like your hip is rolling back? So especially if you have had a hip replacement, they use cement, there's different kinds of hip replacements, so you might find when you lift that leg, the hip is going back. However, what I want you to focus on is how does that feel for you? Does it feel like a muscular thing or does it feel like it's from the hip replacement? Because if you have a weakness there, you might also find that it's rolling back a little bit. Once your leg is up, just give your big toes a squeeze together and then notice your bums. You really want to try and get these muscles around your hip and your bum to be nice and firm and then pull it back down again. I can always say to my ladies, we're going to wear G-strings in the summer, so you've really got to engage. I think those days are gone. So taking the knees up, give the bum a squeeze, give the feet a squeeze. So notice even your abdominals. Are your abdominals engaged or they're just like hanging out? And then pop it back down again. Do a couple more. So giving those feet a little squeeze, taking it up. So if you were going to use a loop band, all the band does is offer that a little bit more resistance. When you can't go any further, just squeeze that bum a little more and then bringing it back down. And last one. So taking the leg up, and you do realise I don't count. Good. I don't think any Pilates teacher knows how to count. And then bring it back down again. And then release. Unless you're an ex-dancer, which I am clearly not. So let's come on to the side. So if you have, so they'll be on the side now if you've had a hip replacement and you've switched, you know, just prop padding under if you feel like it needs something for you to lie on. Like I said, you can even lie on the bed for this. So this is such an accessible exercise. So from here, just take a moment to check the hips are stacked above each other. So just pulling that top hip away from the rib cage. Top hand is on the hips. You don't have to have it there. You can have it there. I just like the feedback. So squeeze your feet together and allow the top knee to go up towards the ceiling. Now I don't know if you can see, but this knee goes a lot further than the other one. And then bring it back down again. So it's not normal. It is normal. It is normal to have different things going on different sides, whether or not you've had a hip replacement. And then bring it back down. Because we tend to be dominant on one side. And then squeeze it up. So if you always, perhaps you cycle, which side you always lead off. When you climb up the stairs, which side do you always lead off? Even things like getting in the car and out the car. And then taking it up. So if you're always a passenger in a car, depending on what country you're in, you're going to have a more dominant side when you get out the car. Same as if you're always driving. You always get out on the one side. Take it back up. Once it's up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Feel how it's working. Like I can feel this side isn't really, it's a bit more flabbier than the other side. And then we'll just take it one more time. Now if you've got more time, what I want you to do is go back to the other side, so the side that you've had the hip replacement on, and just do maybe 3 or 4 more on that side. And then once you've released, give it a little shake. If you haven't had a hip replacement, so if I was going to do more, I'd probably do more on this side. I can feel there's a bit more wobbly on this side. Okay? So remember, Joseph Pilates wanted our bodies to be strong and flexible. So I hope that helps. Remember, if you found that useful, just like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel. The links are below, as it just helps to get our content out, content out to more people. So take care soon, and I'll see you on the mats.